What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. So not too long ago, House of Champs hosted a 12-hour charity live stream for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Now, I decided to help out and just help give back and see if we could raise as much money as possible. And basically what I did was, for my hour-long segment on the stream, I matched each and every donation that came in during John and I's Highlander match. And you'll get to see that very shortly as well. But what ended up happening was something I completely did not expect, and that was you guys giving so much to support this cause that it was just unbelievable. We ended up getting $1,700 in the very first hour of the stream, and that was all you guys, and I'm a man of my word, so I matched that. And at the end of the stream, John had some raffle prizes, and I ended up winning this box of Cybernetic Horizon. So technically I paid $1,700 for this booster box of Cybernetic Horizon, but it's probably the best $1,700 I've ever spent for a single Yu-Gi-Oh product because it went to a good cause. So I decided I would go ahead and open this up and share it with you guys. I actually didn't open up a box of Cybernetic Horizon when it initially came out, so I guess it's good that we get to do that now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So Cybernetic Horizon, lots of interesting cards in here. It's not one of, I would say, the best sets that we've ever had, but I think there's some pretty cool cards in here overall. We've got Borosaur Dragon, we've got the introduction of the Danger cards, some things that I've actually wanted to get, so I mean, if we get them in here, that's honestly the best case scenario, but ultimately, it was all for charity, so I don't really care. I just wanted to share this with you guys and share that awesome story. So let's go ahead and crack into it. We're gonna start with the left side. I think we always start with the left side. And we're gonna see what we get. Man, this thing is loaded. Alrighty. Starting off with the first pack here. There's also all the Cyber Dragon support in here. How could I forget that as well? Got the Crusadia, Vorticular Dragon for our first super rare, and Demise Supreme King of Armageddon for the rare. I think it's so weird, like, these were like secret rares, I think, in Japan or something like that, and they're only like rares here, but not like they're anything too good, so I'm kind of glad that they downgraded the rarity. Sky Striker Ace Hayate is very nice. I don't think anyone would really complain about getting more copies of Hayate. If we could actually get a full playset, that would be ideal. Considering it's a super rare, I'd say our odds are pretty good, so let's hope for the best on that. We got World Legacy Memory. It's a pretty good card. Noble Knight Pellinor, that revamp of the Noble Knight support. I think Pellinor's not too bad. Like, the new Noble Knight cards, they're like okay, but they're nothing like crazy. I think that other one, the other super rare that might be in here, if we pull him, I think he's a lot better by comparison. Mirror Force Launcher is actually kind of an interesting card. I don't know if this will ever see play, but it's just, the theory behind this is really cool, and plus the artwork's kind of neat. I love when they have artworks of cards in other cards, but I don't know, we'll have to see. I think there's like, it's one of those cards that like you'll see someone like top a regional with it and it's like, oh, what the hell is that kind of thing? And maybe one day, but I don't know, battle phases like tactics I feel like are too archaic to kind of work. I don't know, we'll see. Wee Witch's Apprentice, up the pile went down there. Wee Witch's Apprentice though, this is one of probably the best supers in the set as well. Just a really good card all around, being the generic Link 2 for Darks. We also have Hippo Shinnigan in here, I believe, which is the light version. So if we could get a couple copies of each of those, I would not complain. Our first ultra rare, Crusadia Equimax. This surprisingly did not do as well at the YCS 200 as I thought it was going to. I believe it actually did win a giant card in Utrecht by chance, but pretty interesting that, you know, it was actually one of the hyped rogue decks going into that tournament, and surprisingly did not do as well as a lot of people anticipated. Still a pretty good pull though. I think Equimax is actually like an $8 to $10 ultra rare. The ultra rares in the set actually have some pretty decent value, surprisingly, but the set's still relatively new. Hey, there's Hippo Shinnigan. We were just talking about you. I think it's called Hyperstar in Japan. I like that name a lot better, but you know, Konami and their name changes, right? All right, just a few more packs left on this side here. Got Crusadia Maximus. I believe he is the one that doubles the damage for the Crusadia monster, which basically is what allows the deck to do the full OTK. I mean, granted, Crusadia Equimax is going to get you know, fucking gigantic anyway, so it's not like it really matters, but still pretty cool. Crusadia this card is so nuts. Like, if any archetype had a Link 1 that basically lets you, like, search the entire archetype, it's actually insane. That card is so cool. Alright, still no secret rare though, so I guess that's good for a bit of suspense. Hey, I guess I just jinxed myself, because we got a pinpoint landing as the secret rare. I don't know how I feel about this card. I feel like this is just inherently it's kind of like a better supply squad in a way, but almost worse at the same time. It's like if your deck's able to trigger this twice, like before it gets destroyed, then it's a +1, but it's like a very, very slow way to generate card advantage. I don't know. It's kind of a weird card. I feel like if anything is going to make it work, like maybe some sort of danger deck, just because you can get so much value off of it, but even then you can't trigger it on the opponent's turn really. Like there's got to be a consistent way to trigger it, but otherwise I don't think it's going to work too well. Crusadia Revival for our super rare in there. Yeah, that card's just weird. It's one of those weird TCG exclusives that we get that, I don't know. I feel like it's going to work one day, I hope, but we'll see. Hey, there we go, our first danger card, Danger Jackalope. Man, the Jackalope is so cool. I've always said, any card that says special summon from the deck is usually really good, and Danger Jackalope is no exception, so I'm really glad to pull that. I think that's actually one of the more expensive danger cards as well, just because it's that good of a card. Alright, so moving on to the right half of the box now. Let's see what we get. We have a World Legacy Survivor as our super. Incantation Talismandra is actually pretty good too. I think we're getting more of the incantations in Soul Fusion. I think there's 2 more, and that actually makes them a little bit more viable for anyone looking to play ritual-based decks. Another Crusadia Magius, which is really, really nice. We can just get a Borrelsaur Dragon. That would probably be the best thing we could get. Or a Danger Bigfoot, or a Nessie. But preferably, we're going to want to go with the Borrelsaur. Dragoonity Senatus for the super rare, though. Another Ruin. Alrighty, let's see. We've got another Mirror Force Launcher. Looks like we're getting those duplicates on the super rares. Another Hayate would be pretty nice here as well. I think we still have a few ultra rares left to get too, so we'll see. And a Hit Potion again. Okay, so that's our second one of those. Looks like we're getting duplicates of all the, or most of the other super rares from the other side. I know the pool isn't too large, but you know, we want to get the good ones when we can. And Sacred Noble Knight of King Custonin. Again, it's like, this card's all right. It's like not amazing or anything. It's kind of cool. It can pop some cards, or I think it like returns cards. So, I mean, it's all right. I don't think it's anything like too spectacular. Noble Knights really need something like insane to make them like have any viability. They need something like Isolde level insane. Another Crusadia Maximus. Cyber Switch as well. All right, only 5 packs left. Let's see what we get. Incantation. Oh, wait, I totally just skipped the super rare. World Legacy Survivor. I keep forgetting that the super rare is in the front of the pack now. It used to be the rare and then the holo, and they decided to flip it around. All right, 4 left. And, oh, Mana Dragon Zernitron. Now, this is a really interesting card. I think this might actually have potential to be tech at some point, but it needs like a really specific deck to be good, but that artwork is really cool, so I'll give it that. Again, just another one of those cards that's like, you know, kind of have this card in your mind type of thing. Always going to take a specific archetype to make that card good. And we got a Celestial Observatory as our other secret rare. This, I feel like this is so underpowered just because level 6s just typically aren't that good. Like, the best thing I could come up with is, like, Herald. Like, Hieratic's don't even run that many 6s. So, like, I don't know, Herald decks can maybe take advantage of this, but it's kind of weird that it places it on the bottom of the deck. I'd rather go to Grave, because I feel like you can retrieve cards out of the Grave better than the bottom, so then you kind of get some more versatility there. But, I don't know, if we ever get, like, a solely, like, level 6 archetype, Celestial Observatory is going to become, like, a $80 card. And a Reaper-Docus as the rare. It's funny that I'm actually more excited about the rare than the secret rare. Oh man, 2 packs left. I think we're still due for 1 ultra rare, perhaps. And, oh, Noble Knight Custom, there we go. Much better than the other super rare. And the Gladiator Beast Dragasis? I do not know how to pronounce that name. And our last pack, we might have an ultra left still, we'll have to see. And I was right, it's Realm of Danger. It's a danger card, but it's not the danger card that I was looking for, but that's all right. You know, oh, Deep Grave too, that card's actually kind of neat. So that's going to go ahead and do it. Overall, not too bad. I mean, I got a couple cards that I was looking for, but nothing too spectacular. Like I said, it doesn't even matter what I pulled. It was solely for charity, and I just wanted to share this moment with you guys. Since I got the box, I figured we might as well open it on camera. So, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like the video as always. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content, and if you really like seeing these box openings and all the rest of my content, consider backing me on Patreon or becoming a YouTube channel member, because just by showing your support in any way that you can, you're investing in my ability to continue bringing you amazing Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. So thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time.